We often think of limitations as obstacles, as barriers that prevent us from reaching our full potential. We see them as things that hold us back, as hurdles that we must overcome to succeed. But what if I told you that constraints can be the key to unlocking your hidden genius, the spark that ignites your creativity? What if I said that within those boundaries lies the potential for extraordinary creativity and innovation waiting to be discovered? Imagine a world where everything is possible, a world without limits, where the sky is the only boundary. It sounds freeing, doesn't it? The idea of endless possibilities can be exhilarating. But in this world of infinite possibilities, we often find ourselves lost, unsure of which path to take. We are paralyzed by indecision, overwhelmed by the sheer number of choices before us. It is within constraints that we discover our true potential, that we find the drive to push beyond our limits. Limitations force us to think differently, to approach problems from new angles. They push us to be resourceful, to find innovative solutions to complex problems, to think outside the box. When we embrace constraints, we open ourselves up to a world of creative possibilities, to new ways of thinking and doing. We challenge conventional wisdom and discover new ways of thinking and doing, transforming obstacles into opportunities. If you're enjoying this video, don't forget to like and subscribe for more insights and inspiration. So the next time you encounter a limitation, don't despair. See it as a chance to innovate. See it as an opportunity to grow, to push your boundaries. See it as a challenge to be met with determination and creativity. Embrace the confines and unlock the genius within, for it is within these limits that true innovation is born. History is full of examples of individuals and teams who achieved extraordinary things under extreme constraints, showcasing the resilience and creativity of the human spirit. Take Dr. Seuss, for instance. He wrote his most beloved children's book, The Cat in the Hat, using only 50 different words, a challenge that seemed almost impossible at first. This self-imposed limitation, born out of a bet with his publisher, resulted in one of the most iconic and enduring children's books of all time, loved by generations. Or consider the Apollo 13 mission. What was supposed to be a routine mission to the moon turned into a desperate fight for survival when an oxygen tank exploded, putting the crew in grave danger. The astronauts and the engineers back on Earth faced a seemingly impossible task: bring the crew home safely with limited resources and time, a true test of their skills and determination. Yet, in the face of this extraordinary constraint, they achieved the impossible, turning a potential disaster into a story of triumph. The engineers at NASA had to devise a solution using only the materials available to the astronauts on board the spacecraft, showcasing their incredible problem-solving abilities. This remarkable feat of engineering and ingenuity is a testament to the power of constraints to drive innovation and the human capacity to overcome even the most daunting challenges. Let's talk about constraints in our daily lives. The power of constraints is not limited to grand artistic endeavors or life or death situations. We encounter constraints in our everyday lives all the time, from work deadlines to budget limitations to the ingredients we have on hand when cooking dinner. Imagine you're working on a project at work. You have a tight deadline and limited resources. Instead of being daunted by these limitations, see them as opportunities. The deadline can help you focus your efforts and prioritize your tasks. The limited resources can force you to be more resourceful and to find creative solutions. Or perhaps you're trying to plan a fun and memorable vacation on a tight budget. Constraints like these can actually lead to more creative and fulfilling experiences. You might discover hidden gems off the beaten path, or find unique accommodations that are easier on the wallet. These constraints push us to think outside the box and make the most of what we have. Next, the science of limits. Constraints can enhance creativity. Research shows that more constraints lead to more creative solutions. This is known as the constraint theory of creativity. Constraints focus our attention and reduce possible solutions. Imposing constraints can channel creativity more effectively. Support the channel by liking, subscribing, and sharing.